First, who was H.P. Lovecraft? That's this dude right here. See, I got him real small, right? Who was H.P. Lovecraft? And this tells you, because as you go into the story, they're taking you into Lovecraft country. Right. And so to understand what Lovecraft country is in this sci-fi situation that's on HBO, right? You have to understand who H.P. Lovecraft was. And believe me, the H.P. Lovecraft mentality is a mentality of a white supremacist as we break this down, as the information dictates. And this is what real white supremacy is. Right? Howard Philip Lovecraft, August 20th, 1890. He was born August 20th. Ain't that something? He died March 15, 1937. He was only 47 years old. Terminal cancer of the small intestine, right? He grew up in New England. He was a short storyteller, novelist, poet, essayist, and editor. He had a predetermined negative view of American blacks, much like the people in the place he grew up. New England, Boston. Yeah. His personal writings, essays, and through allegory referring to non-human races, his journalism and letters, he argued for a strong color line to preserve race and culture, as he described blacks as not human but beasts in an early 1912 poem on the creation of okay? Okay? Right? So he describes this and he lays this out, and that is also referenced in the show. Right? In this first episode that we were able to watch, because it just started. Let's go through the cast of Lovecraft Country by Matt. The storyline, the book is by Matt Wolf. Lovecraft Country, developed, reimagined, and adapted by this guy right here, Jordan Peele. Go ahead. Cast.
Okay, starring. They have a nice setup. Normally, it's not set up like this. Okay, Jonathan Majors, who's a really good actor. You know him recently from Spike Lee's The Five Bloods. Okay, so Jonathan
Atticus
Freeman.
That's right.
And then Journey Smollett, she plays Letitia Lewis. Courtney D. Vance plays George Freeman. Michael Kenneth Williams plays Montrose Freeman. We know him from The Wire. Abby Lee, she plays Christina Brathwaite. A lot of these characters will be on episode 2, right?
Yeah, they're going to introduce.
Yeah. Anjua Ellis, who's a great actress, she plays Hippolyta Freeman. And Ruby Baptiste, that character is played by Waname Mosako. And Jada Harris plays the character Diana Freeman.
And that's the child. Yes. That's the child, right? Okay, so listen, people. The synopsis, right? A man returns from the Korean War.
Right.
His name is Atticus. He returns home after receiving a mysterious letter from his father. Once he finds his father is missing, he, his uncle, and a childhood friend set off to find his father in Lovecraft Country. Matt Ruff, the author, ties the threads of H.P. Lovecraft's bigotry with the reality of the Jim Crow South of the 1950s, depicting the experiences of an American black science fiction fan, Atticus, right? As the producers, including Jordan Peele, bring the twists and turns of the Lovecraft Country to HBO, as the protagonists enter in Lovecraft Country, we see where American blacks are headed, seemingly unable to stop or control our fate due to our vote for Biden-Harris. What I like about Jordan Peele's adaptation of Matt Ruff's Lovecraft Country is the self-determination of the characters.
Right.
The character development, right, of Atticus, right, and his two companions on the road, right? That's a 10. The storyline, through line, automatically, that's a 10. Cinematography, that's a 10.
Right.
CGI, special effects, 10.
Right.
Wardrobe of the time period, which was a mix between the 1930s to the 1950s, right? That's a 10. Recreation, set design, cars of the time. Again, seeing cars between 1930 into the 1950s. Beautifully done. That's a 10. Action, fighting scenes, 10.
Yep.
The creation of the bloodsuckers. When you see the bloodsuckers, people, that is a major metaphor of once they got deep into Lovecraft Country.
Right. The hair and makeup, when you say clothing and stuff.
That's right. But when you get deep into Lovecraft Country, people, and you meet the bloodsuckers.
Oh yeah.
You find out that you see what we're talking about, and as you watch it, you'll see what we're saying. They're not necessarily gone after yet. The bloodsuckers go after another group of people. Then they're coming after. So when you're looking at it, well, just watch it. You'll see what we're saying. Great, right? The historical references to the sundown towns. That's a 10. Right?
Who was that? We was talking to somebody and they didn't believe that sundown towns existed. You remember? And we were, I forget who we were on the phone with. And this person didn't believe, and we had to explain, yeah, sundown towns did exist.
That's right. Sundown towns did exist. People, do you want that?
And still to this day, I mean, I'm hearing that there's certain areas.
I mean, the party loyalty is not working because just like Ice Cube said in his presentation that came out a couple of days ago, we played only a piece of it. Mm-hmm. He says that there's over 47,000 black businesses that are going to close. Right. Where's the bailout for the 47,000 black businesses that are going to close? Right. Where's that bailout? They always seem to leave behind. Right. The acting chops of the actors, the way that the characters arc, and the ability of the actors to emote on screen.
Oh yeah, great acting. The
storytelling with the images that they use, the size images that they use, the lighting that they use, that's all a 10. The suspense, make you jump.
Yeah, you will.
10. The music, 10.
Yeah.
Everything about Lovecraft Country is a 10. And why would you want to watch something that has to do, that was written, that has to do with taking the mind, this guy right here, Matt Ruff, took the mind of this guy, H.P. Lovecraft, created a book called Lovecraft Country, where it used the protagonist that dealt with going to Lovecraft Country as an American black adaptation by this guy right here, Jordan Peele. Why would we want to watch Lovecraft? Because of the fact that, one, nothing has ever stopped us from enjoying what we enjoyed, and we moved past that, right? And we're out to write and leave messages in film. This film, when you break these episodes down, the first one came out, but I'm sure as you break these episodes down, they're just like John Singleton's Snowfall. Yeah. They're intelligent. Yeah. They're well written.
In a sense of community.
And the purpose of it is to show you, to give you a message about what's going on today, right?
You know what? We thought as we were watching it, we just knew it was like, at least 2 hours.
Yes, that's how it was. It wasn't.
They got a lot of information.
They got a lot of information in within that time period.
It was like an hour and 8 minutes or 10 minutes or something, but it felt like it was 2 hours.
Right.